Greetings Commanders, this is KreeKree here, and I'm an elite dangerous content creator. If you'd like to catch me live, you can join me at twitch.tv/KreeKree. This is where we have community events, the biggest one being 𝗕𝗬𝗢𝗢 Friday, where we come together to kill Thargoids to make millions, even perhaps billions of credits. Now in today's video, we're going to have a look at a beginner's trading adder. I'll also be talking about some really awesome tips to help you make as many credits as you possibly can when you're doing some trading. Now let's begin with the build. So starting off with the hard points, because you'll be doing some trading, you don't actually need anything in your hard points, so it's best to just leave that blank. Next is the utility mounts. Once again, because you'll be doing some trading, you don't need anything in your utility mounts. It is up to you if you do decide to put anything in there, but I really think that it's unnecessary. Moving on to the core internal. Now for the core internal, we just want to kind of make everything as light as possible, so derating pretty much everything except for the frame shift drive. So starting off with the armor, we'll keep the lightweight alloys, as I said, keeping things light. The power plant, I've downgraded that to a 2D, mostly because of the fact that you'll be mostly carrying cargo racks, because the cargo racks don't actually use any power whatsoever, so you can comfortably reduce that to a 2D. Next is the thrusters, derating that to a 3D, and as I said before, we don't want to derate the frame shift drive, so we're going to have that as a 3A. Having it A rated and the highest class possible for your frame shift drive means that you get the largest jump range that you can without any kind of engineering or guardian modules that you apply. So this is the best that you can do right now. Next is the life support. Once again, derating the module to a 1D. And same with the power distributor, keeping that as a 2D as well, because you don't need to make sure that you have enough power for weapons and engines and systems because of the lack of hard points and utility mounts and things like that that would use a lot of power or require any kind of recharge. And then lastly is the sensors, so once again derating that to a 3D. Next is the optional internal. So here we have as many cargo racks that we possibly can. I would personally put more cargo racks here, but it is completely up to you and I'll explain that. So the first two, obviously, class 3 cargo racks. The next two class 2s are cargo racks. And then this is when it gets a bit optional. So I have a 1A fuel scoop, super cruise assist, and advanced docking computer. So these ones are optional. So if you're still not a confident flyer or you feel like you're confident with docking your ship at a station, then you can have the advanced docking computers and the super cruise assist if you like. Otherwise, I would swap that out with a class 1 cargo rack, giving an extra 2 tons each. As for the fuel scoop, once again, this is optional. The only reason why I do have one on here is just in case that when we do decide to go out and go to another system, pick up some commodity and then sell it to somewhere else for profit, you may need a fuel scoop to ensure that you have the fuel to get there and back. However, if you do decide to go somewhere that is really close, then you don't need one because you can always just refuel at the stations that you go to. So once again, that is optional and you can just replace that with a cargo rack. So if I were to replace all of those, then that would give me an extra 6 tons of cargo. If this build has helped you so far, make sure that you like this video and subscribe for more handy beginner builds and tips. And also, if you have any comments that you'd like to leave about the build or anything that you've found if you've tried this build, then let me know in the comments below. Next, we're going to talk about some tips. Now, I'm going to show you a website that is super handy for those traders and is very easy to use. So I'll just give you a quick show of what that's like. And here is the website. So the one I'm going to use as an example is 𝗕𝗬𝗢𝗢. You can also use another website called EDDB, otherwise known as Elite Dangerous Database. So for these two websites that I'm talking about, I will link them in the description below. Now EDDB does work similar to 𝗕𝗓𝗓, so I don't feel that I need to go through that with you. If you do have any questions, however, make sure that you put them in the comments below. Now, I personally find that 𝗕𝗓𝗓 has a really good way, a very simplified way of showing you how to do your trades, where to go and what to buy, and even where to sell, as well as the profit per hour. So what you do here is that when you go to trade routes, best trade routes, you type in the star system that you are at, the max route distance that you would like to travel, the landing pad that you require, how far away the station is from the main star of the system, whether or not you would like to use surface stations, so stations that are on planet side, what your cargo capacity is, the max price age is. You can also select the minimum supply as well. You can order by best profit and display results as detailed list and other things. And then you make sure that you click on include round trips just to make it easier, just so you can do a quick and easy quick loop for buying commodities and selling. Once you hit select, this will pop up. So based off the information that I'll put up here, it tells me that for the best profit, I can go to Kipling Orbital in Pleiades sector AC-V C2-11. I can buy agronomic treatment, sell it at this place here, which is 𝗕𝗧𝗔𝗬 Vision. I'm not even sure if that's the right way of saying it, which is at Pleiades sector IH-V C2-7. And then from there, once I've sold the treatment, then I can buy cobalt, go back to Kipling Orbital, and then sell there. And then once again, going through that loop of buying the treatment, etc. It gives you the buy and sell of price, the profit, the demand, and also over here it tells you what the distance is, how long ago it was updated, your profit per unit, profit per trip, as well as the profit per hour. So this is a very handy website to use when you're getting into trade. If you do have a larger ship and your cargo capacity is obviously larger, that means that your profit per hour will be larger. But when you're just beginning and you want to learn how it works and just get some extra credits going so you can buy a larger ship, this is definitely a way to do it. I hope this video has helped you in any way. If it has, then please consider subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment if you will. Here's a video that YouTube thinks that you'll like. I'll see you over there, Commanders. Fly safe.